Well, good morning. Here we are at South Cumberland State Park again. We're going to do the trail, the stone door. We're going to see, we've done this before, but I didn't have enough battery time last time we did it, so I'm going to try to do a little bit better job recording it this time. But we're going to see the stone door. There's some pretty nice views from there. Then we're going to do that South Rim Trail. And follow the rim all the way over to Greeter Falls and see Greeter Falls and take a look at that. And there's a really neat metal staircase, spiral staircase that goes down to one of the lower falls from there. I didn't get last time, so hopefully we'll do a better job, or I'll do a better job this time of showing you what it was really like. So yeah, it's going to be probably between 7 and 8 miles round trip out and back. There's another trail real close here to the trailhead. There's another fall here close to the trailhead. I'll probably try to hit it when I get back if I have enough time, but I want to be able to get to Greeter Falls and back before it gets dark. So anyway, man, I'm excited. Here we are. It's December the 2nd. I believe it is December the 2nd. Maybe it's the 3rd. I don't think I changed my watch. Anyway, first hiking trip of the winter hiking season of 2021. Hopefully not the last, and we'll talk to you a little bit later. Nice, beautiful day. A little hazy, but I think it's going to be kind of cool. So, here we are over the Laurel Gulf Overlook. Leaves are almost gone. Some pretty heavy duty cliffs. And I don't know if you can see over there, right over there is the stone door, part of the rocks. Not much wind today, about 51, 52 degrees, that's not bad. Pretty comfortable, and the pavement ends. Now, I left my trekking poles on purpose this time. Man, I tell you what, this trail has been used a lot since the leaves have fallen, because there's not hardly a leaf on here. I believe there might be one other person hiking today, but so far, I'm sure before the day's over with there'll be more, but man, what a nice day. For December, yeah, I'll take it. Hope my foot will let me continue on. It's getting old, as you know, parts breaking and they don't make very good replacements. Alright, we'll talk to you later when we get to the door. Getting there. Man, what a beautiful day. Beautiful day. let us go to the overlooks. See what it's like out here. Man, last time I came here, the wind was blowing. Man, it was whipping. But a nice day today. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a wee bit of a crack in the rock. That's a little bit of a ways down there. I tell you, eventually this big old chunk of rock is going to fall off the side of the hill here. That'd be a ride and a half, wouldn't it? I believe it'd be a one-way ticket, that's for sure. So what are we thinking about all this? Man. It really is just beautiful. It's a little bit of a ways down. And there's a trail that goes down through there. It goes all the way down to the base, or down to the river down there. And then there's a trail that goes along that way all the way out there. It loops around, and then of course there's a trail up on that rim on the other side over there too. So these trees just hanging on, man, just hanging on. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Watch out for that last step right there. That would not be fun. And get out on that ledge, that piece of rock right there. Wow. Yeah. Isn't that something? That is pretty awesome, I must say. Pretty awesome. And that's the stone door. It's a pretty nice little crack in the rock that allows you to get down off of these bluffs that you wouldn't be able to hardly any other way if that wasn't there. So that's basically a doorway down there. Wow. I don't know if I've been on this particular part before. Rock is slick. Look at how it's worn from people using it. A lot of increase in usage in the state parks probably nationwide, but I know in Tennessee they said that their park usage really went up in 2020. I'm not sure about 2021. That over there is where we were standing just a minute ago. A little bit of a breeze, but that's good because it's starting to get a little bit warm. This rim here, and there'll be some pretty good views, and then there's a waterfall or two on further back up in there that we'll get to see today, Greeter Falls. Right now, let's go look at this stone door here. Look at that cool tree. I've shown that before from underneath, but yeah. That's the stone door right there. That's the crack in the rock. And you can see how it goes on down through there. Okay, we're on the Gulf Creek Rim Trail right now, and it kind of goes into the woods and then back to the rim and then into the woods and back to the rim. So again, like I've said so many times before, I think hiking a lot of these trails in the east in the summertime, I mean, it's pretty humid, and it can be just all walled in. You know, I've done hiking in the south in the summer many times, and I much prefer it this time of year. Wow, look at that. And it goes way on down there too. This is just beautiful. Man, I have needed this so badly, just to kind of get out and get quiet. Look at how all that rock is cracked over there. Those trees, roots and stuff. I wonder how long it'll be before that falls off down the hill. Sure is nice to get away from the routine day to day. There's only one thing that would make this better, and that's if I had my lovely bride with me. I tell you, I have truly been blessed. Such a fine lady in my life. And I don't mean just a woman, I mean a lady. And that's what she is. One of the most caring, giving people I know. Well, here we are. And we're on that old cracked out rock. Should I jump up and down? See what happens? It didn't move. But you can see down there lower now. Down in there. And there's all kinds of deer and wildlife in there too. I've seen quite a few squirrels so far, but I'm not sure. I know last year, or maybe year before, but they allowed hunting in part of the park here. On the, I guess maybe kind of on the north side of the park, and so they closed off part of the trails and campgrounds and stuff. But I noticed this year it didn't look like they had blocked reservations from any of those, so I don't know if they are just not allowing hunting, or they alternate, or what, but I guess it's good to give the wildlife a chance to recover. There are a lot of squirrels this year. Still on the trail, of course. Where else would I be, right? Nothing like stating the obvious. I've gone across several little drainage areas that usually are dry. These have been having some water in them, so that's good news, because I mean I think that's going to make mean that the falls are running with some good volume of water, so that'll really be pretty. So I'm kind of excited about that. I got about another 3.5 miles to get to the first falls. About another 1.5 miles to get to the campground that they have here. But yeah, I really like this park. I really wish they had a few more trails in it, but it takes a lot of money and time to make trails, and then that creates more, I guess, damage and usage on the environment itself. So I get it, but yep. Anyway, just kind of walking through the woods, and you can tell how shallow the soil is by all these roots across the trail. Oh yeah, here we come. Oh yeah. You can hear the wind too. And I believe that's actually water down there too. Down where those pines are, where the river is. And you can see as it goes through there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And there's more back in through there. You can see. Cool, huh? We're at the Alum Creek campground. Just to kind of give you an idea of what we did, we parked up here, came along this way. Okay, and we're following this rim right here all the way around to right here, and then we're going to continue past this and go down here to the waterfall, and then we're just going to retreat, come back the same, retrace our steps. But there are some pretty interesting campsites here with a nice view out over the Gulf itself, so we're going to go check that out. See what that looks like. And these are all based on the reservation system. You know, you have to reserve a site. You can't just walk in. Some of these look pretty good. Be interesting slinging a hammock up on some of them. You have to make sure you pick the right one. But there's enough trees, I think it could be done. make it work. Number 4, that's the one. It's got a really nice view. Go here and check it out. When I do my big loop in this park, it's 40 some miles, somewhere along in there. I definitely want to do that. That's going to be a multi-day trip. And I'm thinking I may end up staying at this campground, depending on how it all pans out. If that's the case, then yeah, I can string up a hammock here easy. Plenty of trees for that. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. It's not as deep here as it's, you know, kind of going up in elevation, and up there's the point of the Gulf. We saw that on the map, so you know that kind of gives us an idea. It just gets deeper as it goes off to the left. The Gulf does, and the bluffs get higher. But yeah, this is pretty nice. It's a pretty nice spot. Nice campsite. Yeah. Yeah. Okie dokie, let's get back on the trail. Okay, we're on the spur trail now to Boardtree Falls and Greeter Falls. So that's going to be kind of cool and interesting. But as you can see, there is water, which is neat, which is good. That's a good thing. So hopefully there's going to be some good flow. But it's 1 mile one way to Boardtree and then 1.4 to Greeter. So that's a 3 mile round trip, and then it's another, once I get back to the main trail going back again, that's another 4 miles plus back to the ranger station. So not halfway done yet, but getting close. All right, I'm hearing some water. I guess we're coming up on Boardtree Falls. A lot of rhododendron in here, I guess because all this moisture. Boy, that water drops. Can't really see it with the camera, but I guess this bridge has been here, but I don't remember it. I forgot it. Wow. Mind is a terrible thing to lose, ain't it? I love these bridges. Yep, that's Boardtree Falls. We'll probably see it from the other side if I remember correctly. I think there's a way to see it, but that's kind of pretty up through there, eh? Sounds good, don't it? Not a huge flow, but ain't too shabby, I guess. Let's go on around up through here and see if we can see the falls from this side. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. All this shade and water. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a little better, I think. What do you think? Huh? That's Boardtree Falls. That's pretty. It's running pretty good. I think last time I was here it was running a little bit more than that, but that's not bad. And there's a lower falls right down there, if you can really see it that well. So it's almost like a triple or quadruple fall. See it better when we come back up the trail. Might be able to get a better view of it. We'll just save it for the end. So this is the trail on our way to Greeter Falls. This is kind of making me wish I had my trekking poles with me, but trail goes along through there, up underneath that overhang, right up there. How about that? And you see all these rocks that have fallen. That's one of the reasons you probably don't want to camp underneath something like that, especially with a fire. Not so much that it'll smoke, but the heat might loosen some rock. And this stuff does fall. All this here came from up there, and there's some more loose stuff up there, so you know it's gonna come down. Gravity will eventually win. This is gonna be fun coming back up. I'm just glad a lot of people have been on this and knocked a lot of these leaves off here. This would be kind of treacherous otherwise. There's another fall. I have no idea what that is. That's amazing. I mean, it's not even listed. Huh. Unless that's just more part of Boardtree. Just continues on down. Wow. Can't even get to it to see it. It looked like a good one too. I guess maybe it's too difficult to get a trail down there. Now, the way I came today was the long way. There, just back up there, maybe not even a half a mile. There's a spur trail that leads to a parking lot just for Greeter Falls. So it's like a 1 mile hike versus the 8 or 9 plus that I'm going to be doing from where I went. But I wanted the hike, I wanted the exercise, I wanted the experience. So, okay, we got an upper fall and a lower fall. I guess we'll do the lower falls first. All right, had a little snack break, drink break there. Now let's go down to the lower falls here. Go down this cool spiral stairway to get to it. You can see how big of a drop off it is. Kind of, now last time this had more water on it, and these steps were slick and there was ice at the bottom. I don't think there's going to be ice today, but definitely going to be cooler. I mean, warmer than it was before. How about this? Is this slick or what? Kind of neat. You gotta be real careful on this stuff right here, man, because it's slick. And then these metal steps, last time I was down here, they were like glass. This rock right here, woo-wee. But how about that? Isn't that neat? I love it. Let's go around this way. Man, that rock is slick. That's a good way to fall and break your face there for sure. Got to be real careful because these shoes are not good on wet rock. I love them for everything else, but they are really slick. Oh man, it feels good down here. They actually have a sign up there that tells people not to jump from the falls. Who would be stupid enough to do that? Wow. So that kind of shows you where I came from. The steps there that go up, and then you can kind of see the spiral stairway right up there. And then of course the creek goes on down that ways away. And there's another fall down there, and then this joins the creek that Boardtree Falls are on. And there's another waterfall that you can hear but you can't see just down the trail. But anyway, we're gonna head back now. I'm gonna head up and then we're gonna go see the upper part of the falls. So I'll get back with you in a minute. So this is the upper falls for Greeter Falls. It almost looks like a dam, but you can tell that's rock all back in through there. So I don't know. They said they used to have a mill on this creek, Firestall Creek, that they did back in the 1800s for corn and wheat, and then the Greeters turned it into a sawmill and had a big lumber operation here. But the water is kind of chancy, so they ended up moving to Altamont, which is not too far away from here, and using the steam engine for power in the late 1800s. But this is also part of the, I think what they call the Cumberland St or something like that, which until they built the Chattanooga McMinnville Road that we've been on, that's on the other side of the park, that was the only way to get from Chattanooga to McMinnville, was through that trace, which went through this area somewhere in through here, and you were able to get up onto the plateau from here. But anyway, that's kind of neat. So yeah, let's head on back up, I guess. Let's see what we can see. Cool, huh? And the trail goes on up that way to Blue Hole Swimming Hole, I think is what it's called. I'm not going up there today. I'm gonna head back. So anyway, let's see if we can't get a better view of Boardtree Falls on the way back than we did on the way down. Time will tell. We climbing up down those steps back there. Man, I definitely am out of shape. I have to start doing more than I've been doing. Man, this has been so good for me physically to get out here. My heart is pounding. Whoops. Woo-wee. Wow. I gotta go all the way around to way around over there. See if I can step up and you can see it better. My trail leads me all the way around that point right there and then back again. So I've got to do all of that, but that's gonna be fun. South Cumberland State Park. Man, Tennessee sure is pretty. Okay, just back on the trail again, headed back. We've seen some of this going the other direction. I thought it'd be interesting maybe to see it from this direction. I guess we've got probably about 3.5 miles to go to the ranger station. That's not bad. 1/4 so doing pretty good. I saw the trail runner again going the other direction. He made a big out and back like I did, except he did it a lot faster than I did. Walked up behind a couple who were slow walking on the trail. I guess they didn't hear me, even though I'm kind of grumpy. They still didn't hear me. The girl kind of let out a little bit of a squeal. The guy jumped. Of course, I apologized. I thought they heard me, but you know, I guess lost in thought and doing her own thing. And next thing you know, here's some old guy in the woods with his beard blowing in the breeze, and he's huffing and puffing up behind him. Probably thought the booger man was gonna get him. But anyway, all right, coming up on a view. Wow. Wow. Just gorgeous. A few trees over there still got leaves on them. The wind has definitely picked up since this morning, which I guess is pretty normal. You can definitely hear the water down there. All right, back to making tracks. Looks like we're coming up on another pretty spot. I think we saw this on the way in the other direction, but the lighting is different this time around. Yeah, that's it. It's all about the lighting. Yeah, you can see those rocks way out there. That's where I was pointing back this direction not too long ago. It's just hard to get an idea of how far this drops off, how quickly. I mean, it goes down in a hurry. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That over there is the stone door area. Just more of the rocks. Almost like cave areas down in there. Okay, I can see the truck from here. It's 2 minutes till 2. So I made it between 2 and 2:30, or 2 and 2:15, whatever time I said. So anyway, I'll talk to you when I get to the truck. Well, we made it back, and the trip was good. Of course, that's what I always say, but it really was good today. It was a beautiful day, beautiful weather. I mean, you just couldn't ask for anything nicer than that. So let's just look at here on the phone and see what it says as far as mileage goes. It says 12.5 miles. So that's a pretty good little trip today. So yeah, I'll take that. That was pretty good. So anyway, all right. Well, the trip was good. Views were good. Weather was good. A little bit warm later on today. I was sweating a little bit, but you know, that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. So anyhow, we'll see you next time, and hope I don't hurt too bad from this, but we'll find out tomorrow.